Sunshine through the window pane. Mind is racing still. Missed call, but it's not your name. She's a
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Status Geographic Part 3 of our India series. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm always trying to do different things on this channel. We're heading across to Sri Lanka. Now currently we're at the nearest airport, or practical airport to Sri Lanka. Which will be heading across to Colombo, which is the capital of Sri Lanka. I'm just going to get some facts up here so we can start our usual chat. Now, as far as the plane we're flying today, I don't think I've done this on the channel before. I'm actually flying the Aero Commander, I think it's the Shrike 500. Geez, I hope I got that right. So I've had it for a little while in my fleet, but I haven't managed to use it. Been so sort of caught up with the Naveo, as we all know. So obviously the flight between Sri Lanka and India is quite a long one, so I'm drawing it right back. So we're just doing sort of I'll do the full flight, but you guys will just see the highlights. It gives you enough time to have a bit of a chat about the facts and figures and trivia about the two nations. We'll sort of concentrate more on Sri Lanka today. Yeah, just go from there. The airport we just took off from is known as Tuticorin Airport. I am almost 90% sure I didn't pronounce that correct, but it sounds cute anyway. The airport, that is not the way I pronounced it. And we're heading, of course, to Colombo's main airport. I think it's just called Colombo International. I'd have to double check that though. Which just sits sort of on the west coast of Sri Lanka, or Sri Lanka. I think the Americans call it Sri Lanka. I'm not sure. We're going to move into a montage, and then we'll get down to some hardcore facts about Sri Lanka, and go from there. Enjoy. Okay, our destination today is Colombo, but we'll talk about the nation we're heading to first, and also we'll talk about the nation we've just left, because that's the title of the episode. It's still India. So Sri Lanka has two names that it's also known as. The first is the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, that is said to be named after its incredible beauty, varied biodiversity, as well as its main exports being precious gemstones. The second name, or nickname, is known as the Teardrop of India is a little more obvious due to its perfect teardrop shape and being off the coast of India. That's lovely. Most of us Aussies would know that, and New Zealanders, that the Sri Lankan national sport is cricket. Mainly because they're pretty good at it. But it is the most popular, but the national sport of the country is actually volleyball, which was introduced in 1916. One that many of us would know. I'll tell after another little montage that I'm about to do. Catch you after. It really is a lovely aircraft, this one. I'm really enjoying it. As I was saying, Sri Lanka is one of the most famous things it's known for, is its tea. It's actually the 4th largest exporter of tea in the world. And it marked, in February this year, its 150th anniversary of tea exportation. Thought I'd take the opportunity to remind you guys to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I always love having comments, and I always respond to comments, as most of you know. So yeah, jump on board, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Got plenty more content coming out in the coming weeks, coming months, hopefully coming years. Now back to what I was saying. Adams Peak is the most sacred mountain in the country. Steeped in legend and religious theories, Adams Peak, or Sri Lanka, has pilgrims from all over the world climb to its peak by candlelight to stand in the famous footprint left there. Buddhists believe that it is the footprint of Buddha when he visited Sri Lanka. The relationship between Sri Lanka and India has generally always been a friendly one. However, in recent years, Sri Lanka has moved closer to China, especially in terms of naval agreements. India has signed a nuclear energy deal to improve relations. I'm sure they've got plenty of hostility with their cricket rivalry as well. I'm not really a cricket follower, so I don't know too much about it. I know a little bit, but anyway, this is a flight simulation video, not a cricket video. So as you can see, we're off the coast of Sri Lanka. The city that we're going to is Colombo, so I'm actually going to be talking a little bit about that as we head into our approach. Of course, this morning when I'm doing my research on Colombo, every time I was googling Colombo, I'd come up with the old detective show that used to be on in the 70s and I think 80s. American TV show. Great TV show though. Okay, so Colombo, the population is a smidge under 1 million in the city, so 750,000. As you know, I get a little bit annoyed with the stats that they put online sometimes. It says that the urban population is 2.3 million and the metro population is 5.6 million. So I guess the best way we go with this is that it's got about 5.6 million people, so it's a pretty large city. It's obviously got a large harbour, as we can sort of get a feel for now as we fly in. As far as attractions, it's got the Gale Face Green, which is located in the heart of the city along the Indian Ocean coast, and is a popular destination for tourists and residents alike. The Gale Face Hotel, I hope I'm saying that Gale, it might be Gale, I'm not sure, is a historic landmark on the southern edge of this promenade. It also has a variety of temples. Another fun fact about Sri Lanka is it was known since its ancient times for being famous for its cinnamon. The country still produces 80 to 90% of the world's supply of cinnamon. For all your coffee lovers out there, as we all know, Sri Lanka has its Ceylon tea, which is world famous, but in the 1860s, Sri Lanka was the world's biggest coffee producer. Only after a deadly disease struck the coffee plantations did the British colonists convert them to tea. I didn't even know that. I'm not really a coffee drinker though. I know it's a crime. So we're heading into our final now. Got a nice little lineup. I might do okay today, although I've never landed this plane before. And as we all know on this channel, my landings are always somewhat entertaining. And no doubt frustrating for all you avid flight sim enthusiasts out there. One thing about this city that we're about to land in is that there's been a number of different settlers ranging way back to the mid 17th century. Had Arab, Portuguese, Dutch and British settlers. One misconception, I think it's about the airport we're about to land in, is that this particular airport is not international. There is no international airport in Colombo. It's a common misconception that the Bandaranaike, I think, International Airport is in Colombo. It's actually in Katatunayake, wow, which is an hour's drive from Colombo. I don't know if this is the airport I'm landing on though. Anyway guys, as you can see we're going into our final destination, our landing now. So I'm going to leave you with the landing, which looks like it's going to be rough, and into a replay, and next weekend we'll be in a different country, which obviously I'll mention once we're there. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you next time, take care, bye bye.
Believe in anything that leads us from our homes. Just say